The Earth Defense Force series from D3 Publisher definitely has a group of passionate and loyal fans that could very well be deemed as a force not to be reckoned with. At any given opportunity, EDF fans will gladly chant, EDF, EDF, EDF. However, while the series does well in Japan, it's seen more as a cult following in the West. To introduce Western gamers into the series, D3 Publisher and Nukes are teaming up to release a Westernized focused spin-off game in the series. Noisy Pixel had the opportunity to go hands-on with the game, and find out if the game will please series newcomers and longtime fans. After playing it, it's easy for me to say that the game captures what makes EDF such a blast to play, and with its new additions, this might be the perfect entry point for new fans. I'm Brad Crespo, and this is Noisy Pixel's preview for Earth Defense Force Iron Rain. It's safe to say that the kaiju and sci-fi mashup of the EDF series is still intact in Iron Rain. Set in the year 2040, Iron Rain has players take on the role of Closer, an elite member of the Earth Defense Force, who must defend Earth from an insane alien invasion led by a mysterious faction called the Aggressors. To save Earth, Closer and the rest of the Earth Defense Force must fight against the aggressors to put a stop to them, once and for all. But with a new group thrown into the mix, the Kindred Rebellion, a series first that will either be a friend or foe to the Earth Defense Force, players are going to end up being in one wild fight. Similar to previous EDF games, Iron Rain seems like it will have a game narrative that isn't going to be a contender for the Game Awards Best Narrative Award. It's ridiculous, fun, and comical. During my time with Iron Rain, there were numerous moments where I literally laughed out loud during story scenes and character interactions. The developer mentioned they're going for a more realistic narrative with Iron Rain, but still, the game isn't deep and serious. It's an over-the-top shooter that's as entertaining as it is ridiculous. Speaking of over-the-top, EDF games have never had an impressive, high-quality look to them, especially when it comes to graphics. Iron Rain, on the other hand, is shaping up to be the best looking entry in the series so far, as the game flaunts its more realistic graphics and destructible environments. One mission I played had me taking down enemies in San Francisco, and I have to say, the developer did a pretty good job recreating the city. As far as gameplay goes, Iron Rain plays similar to other EDF games, but there are new gameplay additions that make it a little bit more intuitive. Before each mission, players select 2 weapons from a wide array of weapons, along with other equipment, like a tank. Yes, I said a tank. Pretty standard overall, but what I really enjoyed was the soldier customization options and the PA gear, physical augmentation gear for short, that serve as different character classes. There's a lot for players to customize with their character in Iron Rain, especially with the game's crazy and rad costume pieces. For character customization in Iron Rain, the possibilities are endless. My only gripe is that the build I played didn't have that many hairstyle options. What players will love though is the 4 different and epic soldier classes of PA gear, Trooper, Jetlifter, Heavy Striker, and Prowl Rider, that each have their own special abilities and unique strengths. But the Prowl Rider is a new PA gear addition that's like a modern day Spider-Man class, with an awesome ability that makes players a master of monsters. My favorite PA gear was the Prowl Rider, as I zipped across the battlefield, grappled onto everything, and even mounted onto a giant ant and caused mass destruction. All of the character customization options do come into play in Iron Rain's multiplayer offerings. The game will have 2-player local co-op for the game's campaign via split screen, along with 1 to 6 player online co-op. In a time when co-op games are hard to come across, it's absolutely exciting to know that Iron Rain will have co-op options. What's new with the game though is that it will have a competitive PvP mode that supports 2 to 8 players. I had a chance to play the new competitive mode with other folks at the press event, and I had a blast with it. Overall, fans of the EDF series will find that Iron Rain offers everything they know and love, while series newcomers in the West will end up experiencing a special EDF game that was specifically crafted for them to enjoy. Earth Defense Force Iron Rain is set to launch exclusively on PS4 on April 11th. Thank you for watching. You can read our full preview at noisypixel.net. Noisy Pixel is ran by a group of gamers who work hard to deliver news, reviews, previews, and more. Please subscribe to keep up with all of our future content.
Warning, server loader loads are high.
Has arrived at battle area.
Game online.